Hello there. This is How It's Going with Pastor Owen here in the office on August 12th, 2024. We are moving ahead week after week, day after day. And getting to that middle of August here with some cool temperatures, actually. How about that? Just yesterday was the 12th Sunday after Pentecost. Where we heard Jesus in the middle of his proclaiming about the bread of life and how he is that bread of life and that he has no agenda but the Father's, and that he's out there and not going to lose anyone whom the Father draws to him by faith. So it is quite a sermon, and we get to approach the end of that sermon this week on the 13th Sunday of Pentecost, and he gets quite exclusive about how this eternal life comes about, and in whom we find our rest. And so it's really good stuff always that we get to pour through on Sunday mornings and in the days in between in our beloved scriptures. So this is a good thing. Hopefully you can find time to read some of that yourself here and there. Let's see. Let's look through a few photos. Yesterday during worship, or before it started, during the welcome, I mentioned that you should walk slowly through the entryway and the narthex. I forgot to say to walk through the office too, because it's quite the place now. It looks really good. There's not wires that you might trip over. We can be quite mobile in here at this point. Everything is looking really good in there due to the efforts of many mentioned yesterday, and then Brian's soul too, and in getting those chords put together in a strategic way that is helpful. So that is pretty cool. Oops. There's a picture of Clara with all the applesauce. Boy, oh boy, did we make a lot of applesauce yesterday. It was not restful. It was kind of puts you in a trance, I suppose. But last Sunday it was the corn with the junior Lutherans. This time we procured some apples and got after the applesauce thing. Oh, now we're in the entryway. Love one another as I have loved you. Written in an artistic way, the word from John 15. I just love the improvements that have been made there as you walk into church. Some lovely artwork there with Jesus right in the center. I do like that. Jesus at the center. And I am with you always. What a word it is from the 28th chapter, the end of Matthew's gospel. Very comforting. And that, what do you mean he's with us? Well, this is written on the walls of our church. Church is a place where you hear the word of Christ. So he is with you whenever his word is spoken to you. And this church shall be a place where Christ's word of mercy gets to you. So I can't think of a more fitting verse to have written on our walls. Pretty neat. And then there is the narthex here with this paint. All in all, the improvements did not cost very much to our, at least in money. And now that it's done, and it's pretty cool. So there's a few photos for you. Even Clara with approximately 35-gallon bags of applesauce. I bet she's glad. that I included that one. All right, we've got some St. Paul Lutheran volleyball games, 6 and 7. We had one game last Wednesday. It was a tight one. We came out on top. It was pretty fun. Really fun to get some good competition there and get out in the good weather. All right. Birthdays. Let's hope for some good weather on these people's birthdays from our church. Julene Anderson has a birthday in a few days on the 15th. Then Nancy Nielsen has a birthday on Friday. Happy birthday to you, Nancy. Elizabeth Even will celebrate a birthday on Saturday. And then Becky Dewin, happy birthday to you on Sunday. We also have an anniversary to celebrate on Thursday. Dale and Diane celebrate one of those. So we are thankful for them and their marriage for sure. Here is a verse from Ephesians chapter 5, verse 8. For you were once in darkness, but now you are light in the Lord. Live as children of light. It's such a matter-of-fact way of saying it from Paul. You are light in the Lord. In Him, you give off light when you live as children of light. Pretty cool. It's been fun to go through Ephesians this summer in our lectionary. So why don't you look through that and hear that word as we close this video. God's blessings to you, everyone.